Hey guys, welcome to Street Freaks Garage. Today I got a special treat for you guys. We finally got Christine's chrome back from the chrome shop. It seemed like a very short wait too. It didn't take very long at all. But I'll tell you what, we had a couple of chrome shops to pick from. When we looked online, we wanted to do some research and get a chrome shop here in Michigan so we could drop the parts off personally to someone and see who's gonna be doing the work and all that good stuff. So we did some research. We came up with this one shop here in Michigan. We made the ultimate choice to go ahead and choose them to do our chrome work. So we're gonna show you guys first, see what you guys think, and then we're gonna tell you who did it. All right guys, let's go take a look. Here's the table of goodies right here, all laid out here on the table, most of it. And we're gonna go ahead and take you through just a few of the pieces. And we have photos of some of these parts prior to what they looked like before, and they were really nasty, some of these things. Some was worse than others, but check this out. These visor brackets were really rusty when they went in. They were really rusty, but they don't look so rusty anymore. I mean, look at that. The chrome finish on that is amazing. There's your visor brackets, and here's the second one right here. Super nice. Nice visor brackets. These are in no particular order, so we're just going to kind of fan through. These are the C-pillars. The C-pillars of the car. And these were actually the gold color that the car was from the factory. So these were gold, and now you can just see how amazing the condition is. The chrome of these things is just incredible. Going down to the mounting tabs, super nice. So that would be the driver's side C-pillar. Here's the passenger side C-pillar. Super cool. Now, this piece here, he had a problem with this piece because of course, it being a pot metal piece, they had a problem with. So the knobs, I wasn't too concerned about. This is the knob for the ashtray. Okay. And he had a problem with some of the pot metal in it. And I said, that's fine. I don't care about that. That's fine. It's the ashtray knob. I'm not too worried about that, but it looks just incredible. Also, too, these are just stupendous. I mean, these, the famous fender spears for the fenders. I mean, just, these things are amazing. Just look at the chrome on those babies. The finish is just amazing. Oh, nice. So there's one front fender one. Of course, we got fingerprints on it now. Here's the other front fender one. The other fender spear. There's fingerprints on them. I have not polished them yet myself, but there's the other one. So now a lot of people in the rear seat of Christine, it has a dip down in the back center of the rear seat. And a lot of people use the forward look emblem that came on certain Plymouths that's kind of angled to the side. And then, I don't know if it came in the car factory or not, but I decided I didn't like the forward look emblem to be there. I love the emblem, it's just, to me it didn't fit the rear seat. So I decided to use this. I'm going to use the center, the V, off the front fender of a 57 Plymouth. I had this done, and this is going to go right in the top center of the rear seat, which I really like that. So one of the other pieces here is the dome lights, and I have a few of the dome lights done because we're going to be putting 2 dome lights in the car, like in the film. And it's the one with the switch, has a knob on it as well. So it turned out super nice. So there's the dome lights. Moving along, the A-pillars. The incredible A-pillars. I mean, these pieces are, they just blow me away every time I see these pieces. The chrome work on this is just, I mean, considering what these look like before, hopefully I can get the before pictures of these before and you see how rusty they were in the car. They're the original ones for the car, but they were really, really rusty, so you would never know it now. Looks amazing. Here we got a couple door handles. Really nice. And here's the other door handle. Interior door handle. Moving along, we got the horns. The horn caps. I just had the caps of the horns done because I wanted the rest of the horns to be black and just the caps to be chrome. But yeah, you can still read the wording on there and 12 volt and all that good stuff. But that's one of the horns, and the other horn's right here. Moving along to the horn ring. Okay, this is the centerpiece here that I'm going to show you. This is the centerpiece here that had the power steering in the middle right here. We're going to go and put that back in, but you can see how nice that came out. So there's that piece. And then the actual horn ring itself, we just got it sitting on the steering wheel, but you can kind of get the gist of it. We'll take it off and set it next to the wheel, because the wheel needs to be redone. Yeah, we got to work on doing that. But here's the horn ring. Really nice. You see the bottom here. You know, this particular horn ring wasn't too bad to start with, so there wasn't really like a lot of repairs that needed to be done to this. But yeah, so, and now we got our steering wheel, of course, needs to be redone. Original wheel, I mean, all of this is great condition here and great condition here. Handles aren't too bad, they got some cracks and little cracks here, but the biggest part was the separation between the handles. So we are going to go ahead and have to fix that and close some gaps back up and redo that. Looking where on the front here, let's take a look at the Plymouth emblem. The front of Christine. This piece goes on the hood. You have her Plymouth emblem. Super cool. These pieces right here are your pieces that go on around the headliner area, around the trim of the roof. Little pieces that attach the larger pieces together. We chromed all of the interior trim, what I call the halo trim, which goes around the whole interior of the car. So we chromed all that. So there you have some of that. So there you have some of the interior trim right here that we got back for the car. And one piece that he does still have is the radio bezel. There was one piece of chrome that didn't adhere properly with the radio bezel, so he's going to go ahead and take care of that. All right, I'll take you over here. A lot of these pieces right here that's still wrapped up is all the long pieces. We looked at them, I just didn't unwrap them again. We'll take a look at them again, which we will, but I'm not going to do that right now. And I'll show you the vent windows in a minute. But first, let me show you this, okay? Taking over to the driver's side of the car. I'm going to show you this, the door sill tops. And you can see You can see the top chrome right up here that lines the whole thing right there. Going back to the back chrome top right there and the top of the doors. And you can see them here a little bit better on this side. And right down here. Beautiful. Beautiful chrome. But we'll go take a look around the other side real quick. All right, here we're on the passenger side now, taking a look down here, the door sill toppers right here. Again, not polished yet, but just sitting on here to see kind of what it's going to look like on there. We're very impressed with it. You can see here we had drilled the hole for the fake door locks that was in the film. The General Motors door locks that will go here. So once the door panel's in here, this will set up more straighter like this. So it'll sit more like that once the door panel's on there, but so you kind of get an idea. And we kind of get one tack screw in this top chrome piece right now, just kind of holding this. For now, we'll get you in here and maybe take a look at that, how that runs down there. The top of the back door area. And again, once this is on here against all the red, we're really thinking it's going to look amazing. Really excited to see it. All the parts you've seen here so far, including all the interior pieces in the car, all the pieces that you've seen so far have been done by a company out of Warren, Michigan by the name of B&L Plating. B&L Plating. It's a father-son chroming place. First thing they did was went and got rid of any imperfections in all the metal, including repairing little tiny pits in some of the pot metal pieces that might have been there, or rust areas on the chrome or on the painted surfaces and all that good stuff. So they went ahead and did all that first. Then it got a copper bath. Everything got dipped in copper. Once it was dipped in copper and plated with copper, then it was plated with nickel. And then after nickel, it went to chrome. So that's why this finish is just so amazing. I think that they did just an amazing job. We're super happy with their work, and definitely recommend them. So right now I'm going to show you a different piece. This was a particular piece on the vent windows of the car that we had tore apart in a previous video. We tore the vent windows apart and they needed to be chroming pretty bad. We chromed really bad. So we sent them to a company in California because there was one of them that had cracks and pretty good breaks in the pot metal that we call it, or the pig iron, or whatever you want to call it. There's all kinds of different names for it. Regardless, it's junk metal, okay? It's not a good metal, but it is what it is. But anyways, you know, we had some cracks and some things that needed to be repaired in the vent windows, so we sent them out to California to a guy by the name of James Ruther, and he runs pot metal repair out there in Vacaville, California. So we sent him out to him because he had a pretty good reputation for repairing pot metal, and we definitely wanted the best job done on these things. So we sent him out to James, and he was a really cool guy. We really, really loved his work. He did a great job repairing the pot metal breaks and such. So from there, James told us, he referred us to a chrome company out in California, and they did a great job as far as the chrome work, but their time schedule was just awful. Their communication was awful. So we're not going to mention the name of the chrome shop that he had sent them to, but it was a connection he had out there type of thing. So he was trying to help us out so we could get the things back all completely done and ready to be reassembled. So we don't hold nothing against James. Like I said, he did a great work on the pot metal repair, the job that we hired him for. So it is what it is, but we're going to go and show you this now and see what you guys think of the vent windows. Okay, so here's one of the vent windows right here. And this is one, I do believe, the one that was repaired right in here, which just sits below the belt line of the window. So we wasn't too worried about polishing this area right here, since it's all covered by rubber and such. And then here, you know, looks really nice. And the actual window itself is just, you know, really nice job. They did a great job. Again, I do believe, looking at it, it was the nickel plated and, excuse me, copper plated, nickel plated, and then chromed. Because it turned out really, really nice. The chrome's superior. And on the inside here, this is kind of where it's all covered by, you know, rubber on the inside in here. But you can see where they see the window inside the car too, how nice all this is too. So this is all visible from the inside of the car. And yet, what I like about it is they appear to keep the track area very clean. They didn't seem to load this track area up where all the tracks go, as you can see in the disassembly video. They didn't seem to load this track area up with any excess chrome to make this all very tough to get all of our bracketry back in there. So this is all still really clean and nice. So I think all the brackets are going to fit nice in there. We have fingerprints all over this thing yet right now, but you can see where they did some of the repairs, because down in the cracks of the vent window, like down in the corners in here, you know, there was minor cracks in here in the pot metal that had to be repaired. So James went and took care of all those areas for us as well. Kept great communication with us through the process. Sent us a lot of pictures as he did his thing, and turned out really nice. So we're very happy with the job that he has done on that. And the chrome plating, like I said, looks great. They just took forever to do it, and the communication was terrible. So I would not recommend the company in California, just based on communication. I mean, the quality of work is great. I have no complaints about the quality of work. But let me pop this door open real quick. So popping the door open real quick, I can go ahead and take this vent window and set this in here so you guys can kind of get an idea as far as to what this is going to look like in here. So obviously just like that. Really like that. That's a pretty nice fit. It's gonna be nice. So we just got to get these Hummers back together. And I know it's going to be a bear. It's going to be a nightmare. All that good stuff. And I heard all that, and I know it. And tearing them apart was bad enough. I can only imagine the reassembly of these things. So guys, there you have it. We went ahead and showed you the chroming stuff that we got back from the chrome shop. We're very glad to have it back. I'll tell you, to have this much work done to the car is important, because I mean, I know we got a long ways to go on the body work and stuff to the car yet and all that good stuff, but we're trying to knock out as much of the really expensive stuff as we can right off the bat to get all that stuff done, so we can be ready to just, you know, the remainder of the car build will be mostly just all physical labor and minor cost and minor expenses from here on out. Now, the only two things that we have to buy that are going to be very costly yet is probably going to be the engine rebuild, which we're not 100% sure yet whether we're going to send that out to an engine shop or whether we're going to build that ourselves. So we will keep you posted on that with what we decide. The other expensive thing on the tab yet is going to be the interior. So we have a good friend of ours that does outstanding work in interior. So we're going to probably delegate some of the interior to him, and then the rest we'll go ahead and take care of. Like the headliner, we're going to be custom making a headliner for Christine soon. So make sure to stick around and watch the channel for that. Keep your eyes peeled for that. And yes, it will still look like the factory headliner. So we have got to recondition the heater box, steering wheel. Again, we're not sure if we're going to do the steering wheel ourselves or if we're going to send that out. We're going to see, do some pricing type of thing, compare that to the time that we could be spending doing that or whatever, and see if that's going to be cost effective to send out or if we're going to have to do it ourselves. But either way, it's going to get done. Doesn't really matter. I don't really care. It's going to happen, and Christine will live on. So guys, bear with us. It is coming up soon. We're doing the best we can to get through these videos as quick as we can. And we will keep us posted on the progress of Christine, and as well as some of the other projects here at the shop that you guys are looking to see more of. We will see you next time on Street Freaks Garage. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. We love you guys. Rock on. Later.